Hello everybody. Today we are doing a plug chop on my 1998 Banshee. And for those of you who don't understand how to do a plug chop properly or how it's done, this video is for you, an instructional, so to speak. So what you need is a big long straightaway, because the most appropriate way to do it is in top gear at top speed or top load. Essentially, we really want to load it down on the tallest gear for not a super extended period of time, but even a brief period of time, and then you kill the throttle while at that speed. You pull in the clutch, kill the throttle, or you kill the machine entirely. So what you need is big long straightaway. You need your two brand new spark plugs. Do not use used ones. You got to put new ones in. So you will be sacrificing these. And ideally, the way to do this is get your machine warmed up to a normal operating temperature, then put the new plugs in your machine. Have your machine positioned in the area you're going to launch, because you want minimal time for the engine to operate at idle speed. So essentially you want to start it and start ripping immediately, no idle time. Otherwise that will give you a misreading on the plug. So new plugs, you put them in nice and tight, get everything buttoned up after the engine's warm, and then you get ripping. You go up to 6th gear or 5th gear, for those of you who don't have a 6th gear, and then you kill the engine while in 6th gear, while loaded. It will be a relatively fast speed, so be safe. That's why you need a good straightaway with good vision, and that's why to warm up my machine, I'm going to do a sight lap down this dirt road and make sure there aren't any puddles or there isn't anything that I need to be really careful of. Nothing that'll jump out and get me hurt. So after you run it and you kill it, take your other spark plugs with you and just swap them. So have a wrench with you as well. So go screaming down there, turn it off, pull your plugs, put your old ones back in, and that's it. Then you take them home. You cut the plugs apart, which I'll show you, and then you diagnose the condition of your machine. If it is lean or rich, somewhere in between. So I'm going to do a sight lap, and then we'll get ripping. For those of you who are wondering, yes, the pipe is hot. This thing is warmed up. Trying to stay away from it. Okay, new plugs are in. Let's give it a go. know if you guys could tell, but I wasn't putting my foot down enough. I couldn't get out of fourth gear. So, but we got all the way up to 6. We hit it. We held it there for just a couple seconds. That's all you need. Now we put the old plugs back in. We take the new ones out, and we just preserve them until we get home. We can check them, but we can do a real quick check right now. Okay, these are the new plugs that we just did the plug chop on. I put the old ones back in, and they're a little hot, so I'm not going to touch them too much, but let me put my glove on. Now we have to cut off all of the threads to see what the bottom of that post looks like, and that's where we do the judgment. But we can tell just from this right now that we are not too lean. We're a little rich because we got a nice brown color on there. So that looks really good. That's the left side cylinder. Now the right side cylinder, a lot less brown. It's still, there's a little bit of brown in there, which is good, but it's definitely a little leaner. So I'll be very curious to see what they look like down at the bottom where we're supposed to make the judgment. Alright guys, back here at the shop, what you need is a hole saw, 3/4 inch without the post, and we're going to drill down right onto here until this whole thing separates. We hit the ceramic. Simple as that. Before you can get the drill to work, you got to pull off this ring, otherwise it'll just spin. Now if you pry it up a little bit with a flathead screwdriver, you can make it, you can pop it off that main gap and then get it on the threads, and then you can just walk it off. Okay, now let's try drilling. Wow. Alright guys, let's take a close look at this one. So this was the right side cylinder, which was leaner. Let's get the focus to go in. And we have a very, very faint brown tan ring at the bottom, which means we're good. This bad boy is running good. It's tuned just right. I was worried it was a little lean, but it looks good there. I'm probably going to go up one on the main jet, one size, just for some added insurance and potentially keep the temperature down, the operation temperature down, if at all possible. So this one looks good. Okay, let's do the left side cylinder, see what this looks like. Chapow. All right. This one, it looks like it's more rich at the top, but when we get down to the bottom, it's just about the same. Right at this point, end of my fingernail. That's what we're looking for. So, I'd say these are very close, cylinder to cylinder, and they are tuned just right. This is, and if for anybody who wants to know the setup, if it means anything to you, because there might be some other Banshee guys out there who are really trying to get theirs dialed in. This is running a stock cylinder bored to 65.5 with a 115 millimeter long rod and a 4 millimeter stroker crank on stock carbs with 1.5 to 2 degrees timing and 100 aviation fuel. That's what this is producing. Oh, I'm sorry. And it's running stock carbs with 340 mains. I don't know what the pilots are, but it kickstarts. The way I have it tuned, it'll start first kick even when it's cold. So I know the pilot's dialed in. So if any of those details matter to any of you Banshee guys, then eat it up and have at it. But that's what I'm running. And yeah, gearing. If you want to factor in gearing, I'm running a 14 tooth in the rear, 14 in the front, 41 in the rear. And that's on 22-inch tires in the rear, 23-inch tires in the front. And if I left out any other specific details that would be a factor for this tuning, please ask in the comments. I'll be sure to let you guys know. So that's how you do a plug chop. And this is how you properly identify your tuning if you're rich enough. So like I said, I'm going to go up one more size. This is a 340. I'm going to go up probably to a 350 just to be a little more on the safe side. Thanks for watching, guys.